10 seconds remaining.
Alright, and we're in the game. Peaks have just started. Tonight we have Kanaliiga lower division in OP Gold versus Metacore, and just like the upper division, the lower division is very even too. We have 7 teams there, playing 6 rounds, round robin for the group stage. Elisa upper scene is already out, but other teams have played from 4 to 5 rounds. And in the lead we have
5 seconds remaining.
Bebe at 5 rounds played, 7 points. Then behind them we have Go for Loide at 6. No, sorry, excuse me. Bebe has 8 points, 3 wins, 2 tied series. Go for Loide with 1 less round played, 3 wins, 1 tie, 7 points. And these teams have both played. No, OP Gold has played 5 rounds, and they are 2 points behind them at 5 points. And Metacore has 1 fewer rounds played and is at 4, so they can get pretty near the top if they go 2-0 here. But top 5 is all 4 to 8 points, 4 to 5 rounds played. Actually, no, I'm getting this wrong again. OP Gold also has 4 rounds played. They are 5-3 in games. Anyway, if anyone goes 2-0 here, they are in a very good position with 1 round to play from them. And both are about middle of the pack with good chances of making the top 4 for playoffs. Anyway, that was harder than it needed to be. The other thing I wanted to check before we get into peaks was teams' lineups. OP Gold has a lineup of 7 players, so tonight they are missing Seme and Camper Banana, which are around average rank for the team. Wait, no. Is it? I don't see Lopa here either. Is someone on an alias here?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What the hell? Okay, I have no idea who's who here. I'm just gonna assume they're all secret names. Anyway, the team's average rating is around 2700, Argent 3 or 4. I get 8 players. Well, 1 is missing from... Actually, Meatstorm is missing from Eddie's preseason sheet. Metacore is also about 2700 for average rank among their top 5, but right now they do have UEEE in, who's their by far lowest rated. They're missing Emil, so they take a bit of a hit there, so about 2500 average. So I think OP Gold is very slightly ahead there, but very close. Anyway, we're seeing very similar drafts as before in the league. Both teams starting with supports, picking safe picks. Also very well-rounded ones here. They got some damage, some push, some CC.
10 seconds remaining.
Shadow Shaman, one of the more versatile heroes for general utility. Tons of CC, some damage. Teamfight and pushing ability from the alt. Woodwink is gives you more scaling option. Could even be played as a core. With some of these teams, with a bit newer players in its lineups, you might have a case of people prioritizing those players as heroes. It's you know, they have a shallow pool. You want to pick some well-rounded hero for them, and if you know you want that, there's very little downside to just picking them early. None of these drafts really revolve around the meta heroes, and I'm using a slight edge maybe from some hero being slightly overtuned, and it just gets overshadowed by player skills and players' familiarity with their heroes. Can't say much about these bans. I'm sure at least some of these are people's signature heroes. Actually, yeah, Treant is definitely something Meatstorm has played a lot. There's I think Gerald has played
10
a lot of block.
seconds remaining.
But,
5 seconds remaining.
yeah, Michael's heroes are open for the most part. Let's figure out if there's anyone I can remember. Again, for the first round I casted here, I looked up everyone's profiles, but it's pretty hard to pick out heroes they actually play from, especially from people, older players who may have a ton of matches there, ton of games played, and maybe have played very different heroes recently. It could maybe catch a few newer players, but anyway. Ringmaster was another one I was looking for. Gerard has played a ton recently, but maybe not a ton, but a signature hero to some extent.
5 seconds remaining.
Also very versatile kit on the hero. And we're against Slardar. So that's the first core pick. Unless they want to move Hoodwink or Lion to a core role, but more like a supports there. Slardar also another one that it's a very straightforward hero. Has CC, has damage. Doesn't really leave you getting exploited. There's some heroes that are maybe good against Slardar, like Medusa. Gets to ignore the minus armor with mana shield, but you can't really like get anything that punishes you hard for having a Slardar on your team. And even then you can just kill everyone else as Slardar. It's kind of what you want to do against Medusa anyway. Also a bit of a flex pick. He's most commonly been played as the offlane, but also totally fine as mid. I feel I've personally seen him more as mid recently, but I think that's just me happening to play with certain players and less so any kind of meta shift. Beastmaster, strong hero at the moment, also very flexible, could go to any core role. And I think we have a ton of micro hero enjoyers in the league, so not the most common pick to see here, but very nice here.
5 seconds remaining.
Kind of running out of things to say here. Just hoping they're gonna get through the last picks fast, so I get something from there and we can move on to the game. So Churchers and Metacore's logo and banners, I believe, are from their game. This is a game development company. They are, I forget if it's Merge something, Merge Gardens or Merge Manson. I remember there's a different Finnish company that does the other one.
10 seconds remaining.
OP Gold. Actually, both teams so far going for bruisers. Something I have seen a lot in previous Latino league that I followed. It's just pick 3 really fat cores like to run at you. It's a really easy strategy to execute. Well, unless you overextend really bad and do a high ground feed, but if the game goes as it's supposed to, you're gonna have an advantage mid game, and it's on your opponent to skillfully dodge your team and make things happen and claw them back to the game while you can just keep running at them and forcing engagements. Looks like both teams are trying to position themselves as that team. And I'm excited for it now. I want to see how this plays out. Also, most likely missing their ones now. Again, a lot of flexible cores here. I think I wouldn't be surprised about Tiny or Beastmaster being one. But I would say it's most likely that it's one that they're looking to pick. They could still get some kind of a squishy long-range backliner, which kind of fits with the draft. Gives you sort of a well-rounded team with
Dire team back.
Strong initiation power, strong frontliners already. But it feels like both teams just wanna play in a certain sense safe. Like avoid giving your opponents an opening of maybe being able to jump on your squishy carry with their initiation. Like both these teams' two cores are really scary to go up against. Metacore has Ringmaster for save though, so that does help. And if Beastmaster and Magnus go deep and you manage to catch them there, that's a big opportunity to counter-initiate. Kind of seeing a split here in the bands about what they predict the other team wants. Lifestealer and Ursa definitely going with the 3 fat cores running at you theme, but Draw, one of the top picks for the alternative that I was talking about, having a fat front line and the ranged DPS core behind it. So I think Lynx or Shadow Fiend would be what I would most want if I was going for that.
10 seconds remaining.
But then again, they might know each other's hero pools better than I.
5 seconds
If their carry players don't play those, then you don't want to pick it, and the other team doesn't want to ban it.
Radiant team
and there's the first line finished. It's Metacore picking a sniper. I was expecting to see that possibly on Michael, but Metacore gets it. I wonder if they also denied it from OP Gold or if they weren't even planning to pick it.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
No hero instantly locked. But can't say why that is. It could be that they got denied the sniper, or it could be that they were expecting the third frontliner, and now they're adjusting to what they want to do about the sniper. Snipers also nice for the backline DPS role. It's safer in a sense. You get higher range and heroes kind of built around keeping the distance, but it also really doesn't scale the damage quite as well. OP Gold going with the triple bruiser. We're gonna see if they manage to catch the sniper then here. Didn't quite get the big meaty man slapping meat matchup that I was hoping for, but we're not far away from it. Either of these teams can just start running at towers, but then the other team can take it, so it'll be very explosive when people hit their level 6s and start being able to do things. I think it's gonna be a bigger power spike on the gold side. We get wards to take down towers, or control team fights, Lion to burst down people. And like everyone has very high impact there. That's actually another thing. OP Gold is playing around longer ultimate cooldowns, while Metacore just is always on. Tiny has a passive, while Sniper and Starter have very low cooldown ones. Woodwink is relatively low, but Ringmaster is the only one with a big one. Oh wait, that's turned out. Let's put the last hits on before I forget.
Prepare for battle.
And do a rundown. Let's see who we have here. Miettinen and Magnus. I believe that's offlane. Michael is usually their mid. Playing on Dawnbreaker. Hero-wise, they could go either way. Miststorm on Shadow Shaman. I believe he's usually in position 4. Gomun Beastmaster, so would he position 1 then there? Again, I think you could play these 3 in any configuration, but I think Magnus position 1 is by far the least likely. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure Michael Smith don't know player-wise about these guys. Use that on position 5 Lion. Meanwhile, on Metacore side, we got Seratus Ringmaster. Pretty sure that's position 5. I guess again, player-wise, these could go either way. I know Rautilus plays 5-2, but Woodwink would make a lot more sense as a 4. Then Elroy Sniper, Wei, Slaughter, Tommy, Tiny. Again, trying to figure out who's what role. Based on gear, Tommy is definitely looking to get a bottle. That has to be mid. And then Slaughter has to be offline and Sniper mid. Sniper's definitely not 3. Wait, actually, is Gomu mid? This would...
To hell with you.
Well, none of these guys is rushing bottle.
Yes, this will do just fine.
No, Michael just doesn't care about bottle. I guess Dawnbreaker doesn't need it. Okay, middle, probably not a ton of kill potential there early unless someone messes up. Let's see what the other lines look like. The Sniper is gonna be pretty easy to die on if he gets caught where Ringmaster can't cover him. Ringmaster may be more likely to die himself. What's kind of squishy there. Also, if they don't get the kill quick, then Sniper has a lot of turnaround potential if he doesn't get caught himself. Has Shrapnel. And this can be... Nope. Testing limits there. I don't think either core can very easily. Oh! They got a kill on Lion. How did that happen? Ringmaster is kind of broken on level 1, now that 7.41 gave you 3 charges on level 1. That's crazy total damage if you hit all 3, and if you're experienced with Ringmaster, you should be able to hit all 3. But he still had 2 left when I moved the camera there, so that wasn't how the kill happened. Looks like meat is going heavily to Tiny now. I guess 3 grab is just that good. I'm not actually sure how exactly Tiny works these days. I did at some point read through what all heroes do, just to try to learn everything again, but I don't really play Tiny a lot, and don't even see that all that much, so hard to get everything to stick. Looks like we're contesting Lotus here. But what are... I don't... You guys are not allowed to go there. What are you doing? Okay. I'll bet gold posturing in the area. Just can't really do anything about the other guys, so mostly ends up losing health for no reason. Looks like Lion is hoping to rush Tranquil Boost quickly for his regen, but is still 240 away. Beastmaster is out of regen and kinda out of everything. They're gonna have a bad time here soon. Both of Metacore heroes very healthy. Okay, Lion gets the ring that we just saw. What's going on? Middle lane, Tiny pulling even further ahead. With Michael out of mana even. Gets a water rune here, but doesn't have a bottle. Wait, what? Oh, Tiny is that slow, level 1. Okay, well read there by Michael. I didn't really see that turning out like that, but yeah, he could actually force it so that Tiny couldn't really do anything about it. Looks like all lanes playing more passive now. Michael coming back here quite a bit. Tiny got boots now, but both are low on mana. Tiny's low on health too. Has a big lead in last hits, but right now Dawnbreaker is kind of controlling this lane. Oh yeah, he's definitely controlling the lane with this inventory. You can't trade with that. I'd like to see Michael clicking Tiny more aggressively. But burns all his mana on the Q there. And OP Gold gets a support to secure bottom rune and does find it there. So it looks like that lane's turning around. Still quite passive on the other lanes. Well, bottom forced to be. I'll try the Shaman is rotating. Get the boundary rune there. Tiny does have the option to go refill with the boundary rune from their jungle, but he has trouble getting the lane shoved in, so that he could afford to go there without missing a ton of creeps. But Lion has got the Tranquils. Beastmaster has buried more region too at some point. But both of them very healthy again. Metacore very much ahead in last hits though. I'm not sure how they... But they're winning bottom by quite a bit. I'm not sure how that happened. The other two lanes are very much in Metacore's favor so far. Did we already pick the shrines? Yep. Yeah, both just had their supports back off there and didn't get contested. Yeah, bottom definitely wasn't in the position after Shaman had rotated for the 6-minute rune. But at top, I don't think Sniper and Ringmaster can really play ahead like that. Gonna rotate some from Brautilus here. Let's see. Also just pulled, so lane is pulled in. Juster is very badly out of position here. He's definitely dead, but can they get Beastmaster too? No. Not even close. No, teleport mid here. Okay, can they still get the farm from this? No, Michael, it's just... Heads up play from Michael denying it since it's about to expire anyway. Who did we just kill? Slaughter died here. How? Huh. Oh, yeah. Magnus hit 6.
Radiant's middle tower is
Skewer
under
and
attack.
shockwave too, yeah. Yeah, nothing too surprising, just happens a lot. Not paying attention to the enemy levels and getting caught off guard by the power spike.
Some people call you friends, I call you co-stars.
6 is maybe not that common to forget, but definitely happens a lot around levels 2 and 3. What's the scan here for? Not sure what I got out of that one. Huh. I saw some neutral items on... Well, was it just in Ringmaster? I was wondering. Someone had been doing farming. He must have got it from the easy camp pools. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Neutral items are maybe around 500 gold worth, so it's a pretty decent power spike super early on. Maybe not that big relatively anymore. Oh, Michael is going deep. No. Why did Rautila stop there? What did I miss?
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
Well, anyway, the die from Michael gets one of Metacore supports, nothing else. Meanwhile, Metacore is farming the other 2 lanes uncontested, so
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
not even all that bad for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Might have even ended up ahead from that. Oh, Michael is rotating here at the same time with the
Dire's top
Nautilus.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
there is there. Both walking away at no HP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Did Tiny not have mana there? Or had he already used the avalanche over there?
Tower is in one of them.
Pretty sure Michael would have died there if either one of them could have interrupted the ultimate. Okay, so I think we're past the farm checks. So let's check ultimate status. Only 2 supports missing at level 6s, and Rautilus is about to get it here pretty quickly. Is Lion working on his? No. He's turning. He's halfway from 5 to 6. They could maybe secure. Oh, he should have pulled this camp. Then to pull his way back from here. Can they pull the easy camp? No. What are they doing? Oh yeah, they were hoping to catch someone farming here, but Sniper knows better. He's playing it safe in the jungle after having the wave pushed away from the tower. Nope. Turning Shadow Shaman for Rasta here. Nope. Shadow Shaman for Slardar. How does... Meanwhile, a rotation from Zerat gets the kill on Michael. Wasn't even using Wheel of Wonder. Yeah, I can't catch him. Ring cooldown. Ringmaster actually has pretty big burst potential that I'm not sure most people generally realize. Like you catch anyone walking ahead of you, you dagger them, throw the wheel behind them, Then do a quick tame the beast to force them to turn against the wheel. Then you get to swing on them a bit more, throw another dagger. Wheel of Wonder explodes, that's 300, that's like 100 from there. Quite a bit from the daggers. Like very legitimate solo kill potential if, at least against squishy carries. Obviously a lot more if you have anyone else with you, since the combo involves freezing them in place for a pretty long time. 14 minutes trying to wisdoms up. Again, both teams just pick up their own, uncontested. Should be moving to network already. Oh wow. I knew Magnus had a good farm, but I didn't realize I was that far ahead. I think he got some kills too. Yeah, he's 101. Has everyone else died there at some point? Well, Sniper is 101 too. Meanwhile, middle were diving Tiny. The league save from Ringmaster. What's happening now? Oh wow, that wheel. Whoa, that's completely destroys the OP team. Now can they catch more? These heroes are dead if they do catch them, but I wonder if they have anything. Thordo has a few seconds from blink to blink.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Might have barely been able to get that, but it would have been risky. Going not quite into tier 2 range, but right in front of it. Also Lion was full HP, so not as easy a kill as if they had got the Beastmaster was already low. I think Metacore saw Shadow Shaman teleporting in here, but they have to know that something's up. So very even so far. We have seen both teams running at towers, but it did turn out that the teams do have the tools to counter initiate there. Oh, this time they do break the ultimate, so yeah, that's an easy kill from there. They had smoked up, but didn't even get to go on anyone with it before Michael walked into them, so he did break the smoke, so might have saved them from having something even worse happen to them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh! Gets 2 on Crush, but doesn't quite finish off anyone before they get their skills off, but another big wheel secures the super kills, but exposes them to the RP counter initiation. Ultimately it's 2 for 2. I guess that's bad. Yeah, it favors OP a bit, now even more, instead of getting the edge from having a core instead of a support. They now get just an additional core kill.
What did you expect? Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And looks like we're gonna quiet down for a bit. Metacore is dead. OP Gold has their ultimates and cooldown. I could just go through this one by one. OP side, we got Magnus. Nice, we got Blink BKB. Doing what needs to be done instead of getting fancy. With Harpoon queued afterwards. Maybe. Oh wait, why did I think Horn toss for a short ability? Oh, it's aghanim, so it's not that easy to get. I guess Shard isn't actually that big on Magnus, so. Shadow Shaman going for Blink. Makes sense, both teams definitely looking to be position themselves as the one that gets to catch the other one off guard and dictate the initiation. So having your able to follow that is a big deal. Michaeli was Desolator and then BKB queued up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel everyone really needs to be prioritizing BKBs this game, but on the other hand, Michael doesn't really do all that much in the middle of the fight without items. And if he can avoid being the one that keeps getting initiated on, then he gets his ult for free. Nobody can interrupt that if he's channeling from the other side of the map, who can jump in. Beastmaster. Yeah, getting Blink and Axe. It's no surprise to anyone. Kinda used to having maybe another small item, but maybe not actually. But maybe just me getting too many of them. Lion has not even stick. Nothing queued up, but that has to be a Blink Rush. Can't imagine what other reason he would have to have for saving up 2k. And they do want those blinks. Blink for what is it being called? Either lens. I don't know nothing about how you play Woodwing, so can't judge that. It looks odd to me, but probably isn't. Tiny has his blink going for Echo Saber. I have to assume that BKB is after those. Slaughter not getting BKB for now. Has blink. Must be buying this Q out of order. Get Echo Saber now, then pipe. I guess delaying BKB makes sense if you're the one getting pipe for your team. So slightly surprised by Echo Saber. Like, it definitely makes sense for Slaughter in a vacuum. I just feel he has a lot of items he could be getting. And I don't really see that one being the one you would prioritize, but yeah, whatever works. Ringmaster has the Aegis. I know that's kind of considered a core item on Ringmaster. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why it does set up your skills, but you can use them without it. Oh! Yeah, it's missing shard. I didn't catch that. I keep forgetting to check people's shards. Yes, you know, doesn't go into inventory, but yeah, he definitely should be getting it. Echo Saber is the item I was talking about in case I misspoke at some point.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Very typical
attack.
build on Sniper too. Personally, I would get the Mjolnir before Dragonlance, but if he got it between Maelstrom and going to full Mjolnir, that's not surprising either. Like, didn't actually catch what order he built his items in. Yeah, I know, but right now I just wanted to kind of do a more thorough hero by hero check. See where we are at, see what they're planning to do. You don't see people's item queues and such by doing that. Well, there's some kind of fight going on. OP Gold doing the thing where they can't decide if they're going in or not and
Top tower is under attack.
end up kind of feeding one by one.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, I guess that was just Lion. I assume Michael got caught with Blinks or Smoke or whatever.
Just like Axe.
Wait, that wasn't a solo kill. Okay, that wasn't a solo kill at all. They had several heroes rotate top for that. Yeah, spending RP and Roar on both of that. Are they gonna deny the tower here? I feel they should. This Still,
Radiant's bottom tower
yeah, I'm gonna
is
say
under
these are the
attack.
least important towers on the map. The tier 2 is kind of completely useless, but tier 1 does give them access into the jungle here.
To Radiant's bottom tower.
It is actually a pretty big goal swing to get your tower denied. I know teams usually prioritize keeping them up for as long as possible for the map control, but I feel offlane tower you maybe should be getting the deny instead of getting this specific bit of map control. Would be a bigger deal if it was our safe lane or mid tier 1. Metacore gathering around enemy safe lane tier 2. Actually, OP doing the exact same thing on the other side of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Much like
Both teams are just hoping the other one would respawn so they could take a team fight, but at this point they have seen each other on the map, so they probably know what's up. I don't know, it's already down. It's, oh yeah, Tiny hits towers pretty hard. Usually it's a pretty bad idea as a core to spend time right-clicking towers this early on. You're not doing that much and you're missing a lot of farm by not spending that time farming. But Tiny does take it down very fast. And obviously at the top they just committed the ultimate and not much else. Both teams definitely want to be the team running into the other one as the death ball. There's just a... Okay, never mind, we're gonna fight here. It's actually really nice getting the wheel, which like you get the obvious setup from just pointing it where the Dawnbreaker is landing, but how did... Huh. I still can't follow these fights for shit. I thought the wheel was breaking up. OP formation, and I thought I saw Dawnbreaker almost dead, but somehow back to full health, half health now. No death on OP gold side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, Remaster dealing the second most damage on Metacore side. Looks like Slardar got caught there and couldn't get anything off. That would hurt him. Tiny can't quite finish anyone off by himself. It's not a how is this up already so soon? Didn't they? Actually, yeah, never mind. They spent a lot of time posturing here without anything happening. Has the Anaconda 2. That's a 50-second cooldown. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to commit it here if you've already dropped down the normal wards, which are enough by themselves. Still very even. Metacore was ahead by 2,500 at most. Now, a couple of fights going OP's way, swinging the gold advantage to them, but hardly anything there. The smoke rotation catches Lion. Also, wait, where is that? Where did the Shadow Shaman come from? How was he in the middle of their team? For a moment I thought he got skewered in, and they must have caught him from further out, but no, Magnus is on the other team. They're getting the supers killed. Some vision here, very easy rolls. They got the minus armor too. If this stays even and drags late, I wonder who's even favored then. They both have very nice and well-rounded late game lineups. Metacore does have better damage potential, but like sustained damage from scaling heroes. Like a sniper for the backline. Tiny and Slardar both hit hard. Would have been good build indoor right clicking build, but doesn't look like he's doing it now.
Time to kill something?
Meanwhile, these guys all have decent damage, but nothing as big. Well, if Magnus gets these items, he's gonna hit pretty hard. He does have the Empower too. But I'm more scared, more worried about on this side. If I was Metacore, is their initiation potential? Obviously, both teams have very strong jump in, but specifically Magnus. If you end up in a siege situation, Magnus can just go fishing for people, and if you get one freebie that way, then that obviously turns around the fight regardless of how anyone scales. And while they don't have the same level of damage from their cores, they do have a pretty big burst from everyone. But, oh! I thought that was looking bad for OP, but I wasn't watching the map. I didn't realize that how close they were to getting everyone else there. It does end up very bad for OP anyway. OP does get 2 kills, but with a big Ringmaster save and also Sniper, get to just sit back and right click. Doesn't even really do anything other than just right click, and ends up doing the by far largest damage in the fight. Just clicks everyone down from trees. OP really needs to get people on Sniper. Another kind of easy mistake to make in the heat of the battle. You know what you want to do, but the fight breaks out. You're not unsure if this is going to be a team fight or if someone's just getting caught off guard and you didn't get to plan your entrance or anything, and then the fight ends up kind of just happens, and you go on whoever's closest. But no, kind of worried that gotta start catching the Sniper. Look at how fat this guy is. What's Tiny strength gain? 4.2 per level. Oh yeah, he has the 0 agility thing. Let's
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
does this give Doesn't give health, but it does give you a lot of armor.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, that's
Radiant's middle tower falls. Axe's middle finger
not the way to
rises.
enter the fight there.
Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
So now Metacore steal once more.
Dire's
They probably can.
tower is under attack.
Oh man. I kept talking about Magnus' ability to catch people, but we do have a Tiny in this game too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So we can fly and get a buyback. Get out safely. This could be a time in many games where someone gets lazy and doesn't pull out properly, but this time Metacore, everyone does get out clean, and OP isn't really even trying to catch those. Metacore looking for small gank on this side. Oh! They do find Magnus. But throws him in place instead of throwing him back into his team, so Magnus manages to just walk out with his BKB. Very good for OP, the rest of their team spread out on the other side of the map. Advantage continuing to swing Metacore's way though. It expires. What the hell? What is this for? Why would you build that? Well, no, he does have the thing. What else is new? Don't we have something happening here? Tiny could have caught the Shadow Shaman, but they didn't have up. They did have uphill vision. Oh. Must have not wanted to risk it. Just open him up to getting counter extended if the man was quick with his fingers. But yes, Michael does have a BKB. He did play his last game in OP Platinum, where Glade micromanaged him to build one. He might just be following the same build he was there. Or maybe he got drunk on power. He has experienced what having a BKB feels like. Has to ride the tide forevermore. Thanks. I thought it looked like Metacore was immediately ready to go on the Tormentor bottom, but somehow I ended up floundering for a while. Tiny... Alright, Tiny doesn't have a BKB. Weird. He doesn't get he gets taken now, but... That's a big RP. I probably should learn to have a different reaction to that than going speechless, but... That was a big RP. Several fights now had gone Metacore's way, and it looked like they could group themselves. It took them took OP a while to kill Tiny. They had shown themselves on the map, given Metacore and Ina there, but no, big RP. Trying to show this like game Kanaliiga isn't just about catching people with pure and getting those advantageous fights, but you can also just catch everyone in RP. Metacore respawning back in, and looks like OP Gold is gonna respect it and not have a high ground accident. And Metacore also choosing not to chase. For a while it looked like they might have been able to catch someone, but OP also playing disciplined. Beastmaster could be dead if they had gone chasing, but part of the decision to stay there might have been just seeing Metacore on the map. I'm not exactly sure how much they showed there. Oh, do they? OP does give up the bounty for free though. That's a big swing, that's almost 1000k total gold. That could have gone the other way if anyone walked through there. What else is new? Magnus got his crit, is actually pretty close to AC if he wants to prioritize that over holding buyback. Nothing big on sports. Michael has got the Echo Saber. Was it before or after the big items? Must have been. I think it was after. And yeah, he's going for a harpoon from it, as expected. Beastmaster going for Lotus Orb? Huh. I figured they'd want more damage from him, but... Oh? Never mind. Why is that so big? Is that the... talent? Oh, that's a talent. Very good teamfight play-by-play. I'm so good at this. At least I'm catching it on camera, even if I'm not following at all what's happening there. Yeah, heroes use skills, other heroes died. Sometimes same heroes died. Roche is up, but looks like they don't have the strength to go for it. Alright, it was OP. They don't. And Magnus is the one far away. Yeah, I don't think they could have gone for it there. Is this in Vision? No. I did? What happened here? Decent BKB sound effect. No, that wasn't even a BK. No, I had some other hero clicked. Never mind, I'm confused again. Anyway, Open Gold thinks they have enough damage from Dawnbreaker and Magnus and their skills, so opting for utility on Beastmaster. We'll see how it works out. I don't actually know. They did manage to kill Metacore heroes pretty handily, but I'm not sure how much they are scaling right now. Lion gets deleted. Shadow Shaman is gonna get deleted too, but it's no. Doesn't manage to save Shadow Shaman. Defense goes down too. We're gonna, yeah, he's going down. OP Gold broke formation really bad. I think, yeah, I can't remember the exact positioning there. If Mike Kelly had managed to keep the Shadow Shaman alive, and Shadow Shaman had managed to get his skills out, that could maybe look different, but I honestly think Metacore still takes it. The way the court entered the fight one by one, they had so much time to just peel them off one by one. I don't think Shadow Shaman staying alive does enough to change it.
At Radiant's middle tower. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like this. I saw Point Buster and thought that has to be an Aghanim Scepter, but no, it's going for Open Core. That's ballsy. If I was this line, I would want to have a utility item to save my team, or some sort of defensive item to keep myself alive. But he has confidence in his positioning. Do not let the same thing that just happened here happen again. Rautos has just finished the Ethereal Blade. Has double Ethermans? Does it stack?
Caught you in your stubbies, did we?
I guess it does stack. I don't see why not. Never considered building two. But it's gonna be so annoying. Look at this shit. Tiny still choosing to not go BKB. Also choosing not to go Harpoon. Why don't you have BKB, bro? What the hell? Maybe it's not as critical on this side. Oh! They do get Sniper now. Sniper gets blocked, but not after getting pulled up. Now Sniper is alive, but is far out of position and gets killed. It's a huge wheel, but they don't have any follow-up to actually kill people during the control. Can they catch any more? Troutilus. The square's gonna be super annoying to catch. They are in range, but I think he's gonna get out. Yeah, he's out. That was a very convincing fight for OP gold, but failed to get the clean to make it a huge swing. Just gets the Aegis, gets the sniper kill, great supports. Ends the Aegis power play and make sure they don't lose anything, but not that big of a swing the other way. Slars are also choosing not to go BKB, but I guess you can just make yourself tanky in other ways. Heart is very unusual for a Slarder, I think. Okay, so what do we have on this side actually? Like BKB in theory protects you against Magnus. In practice, the blink initiation can be pretty rough. Like they have a lot of ways to blink catch you, so yeah, I guess in that light it does make sense. Like BKB doesn't help you if you can't turn it on before you're already hit by their shit, and there's a very real danger of that happening in this game. So yeah, Aghanim Scepter is another very commonly built item on Slarder, but that too needs you to be able to get the clap out so you get the water. If OP gets the first initiation, then that doesn't help. Yeah. Actually, that also does play into what I had been talking about before. Oh! Beastmaster changed his mind. No longer on the sky. Even more blink hexing. Yeah, I can definitely see skipping BKBs here. They're kind of banking of OP running out of gas. Just tank their initiation, survive. And then just play on yourself having more sustained damage. Better sustained long fight. So these guys, so Magnus does hit hard. And wards are sustained damage. But other than that, OP's fight is more just emptying their load on you. And then hoping you're dead before the stuns wear off. Remaster has Bladener. Yeah, I just started thinking like I talked about the Atos earlier and not quite seeing it. It does build into Gleipnir, which is the main item for the area effect increase. I'm wondering how much does that do for Ringmaster. That's not bad. Sniper, otherwise very normal sniper item, but I just don't see this at all. When so while I'm waiting to see if anyone's gonna engage, I'm gonna address this. Like basically, this item has 3 functions. It has the poison, which does % of max health damage. That sucks. You never want to build it. There's really no situation where a dedicated right clicker is gonna see relevant damage from that compared to your normal right clicks. It's a farming item. It could be nice in theory if this didn't exist. Like anytime you have Hydra's Breath for farming specifically, you would be better off getting Mjolnir instead. And same for comparing armaments and what is it called? No, not armaments, what is it called? Specialist Array and Maelstrom. They are all very similar costs too. The third thing is that it does build from Dragonlance, And I did see there was the last game I casted, the Futurize on Beachman's Weaver got it, and that is a rare case where you actually do want to keep your Dragonlance, but don't really need Pike. Usually if you really need Lance, then it's a game where you want Pike too. And I'm not gonna say that's entirely unreasonable for this game, but if you're going for that, then you should be replacing Great Bands with real items before you're upgrading Dragonlance to Hydra Breath. Like that's the thing you do when you have nothing else available. Anyway, both teams being very careful now. We saw the highly explosive mid game, lots of team fights going both ways depending on who got the better initiation. Both teams obviously want to avoid being the one on the receiving end of that. Getting the high stakes too now. If OP Gold loses the team fight here, they lose at least a set of racks, probably the game. Metacore also has one exposed set of racks, not lost more than that yet. OP has one full health tier 3, one set of racks already done, one almost deny range tier 3. Okay, now the teams are moving towards each other. Let's see. That's an expired smoke. Did it expire under a Bison? Lion gets oh, that wasn't not very an AMD, but it doesn't help much. Fight is very split. I have no idea how to head overall. Judging by the top row, it's OP Gold. They definitely were controlling this area. I assumed like I saw them controlling this part, and I assumed someone from them must have been dying elsewhere, but no, that just didn't happen. They take the fight almost clean. One of them needs to go fix the middle lane, but they're managing with Shadow Shaman, not losing too much here. Very safe in getting Roshan. They do need someone to fix the side lanes now. There's... Guys. I guess. Yeah, that works. You can just give it to Rasta and have the others push. But they are gonna spend a long time waiting for creep here. What are they doing? They're wasting time here. Or are you? Are you gonna kill this tower so fast that you can do it through backdoor? I was about to say something about the going for a naked push and high ground accidents, but Metacore did only have Tiny out. And even while coming under tower range like that, he should not have been engaging them. They could...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Actually, I don't know. So if you look at it as taking a fight, then that was a feed from Tiny, but it did soak up their time. They had to spend time on killing Tiny, and he did bring them low, which made them less able to stay there. And that meant they stayed them off without losing any racks, and without having to spend any buybacks. If Tiny had stayed back, then at minimum this tower would be down. So, yeah, I guess it wasn't such a bad call after all. What is kind of bad right now is that we are 53 minutes into this game, and no one's really posturing to do anything. And I was hoping for a fast series, so I can go to bed at a reasonable time. I already hate how long people are starting this series. Last time I casted a game, we got the longest series in the entire tournament so far. These guys better not make this record. So, What are they going for? Unfortunately, I have to say that they are probably correct in playing it super safe. Does either team have smokes? Is anyone carrying them? Nobody's carrying smokes. OP has none in stock. Metacore also has none in stock. So much for making plays with those.
Shame to tame the tail.
So, is anyone gonna make the cheese lotus item? Nobody's carrying a cheese. Metacore must have. Wait, nobody carrying a cheese.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Didn't they
attack.
take the fight after the... Does someone have it? Wait. Was it that? Or did Rosh skip cheese on third kill or something? I think it was something dumb like that where like he has 4 different items that he can drop and then it's like each keeps different ones on the second and third kill. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the cheese. Nobody's building the barrier thingy. Just been thinking about since I saw everyone hoarding lots of lotuses. So what else is new? Magnus finished the item we had been looking earlier. He's going for Aghanim Blessing rather than Blink upgrade, which, yeah, makes sense. He has sold his boots to get that at first. But, yeah, sure. He has mobility. And right as I'm talking about, he queues up Sweet Link after the Blessing. Tries to go for Aeon Disc. Nothing major new there. Dawnbreaker.
Dire's middle tower is
Even
under
a Soul
attack.
Blade. Nothing going for Blessing then. Kind of weird actually. Has one empty slot here. That's controllable. That's a very forward placing banner.
Dire's middle
That wasn't even
tower has fallen.
the first one.
It could be worse.
Like with first one you have to be very careful with how you place it.
Top tower is under
It
attack.
has no range, so either you have to place it a bit back so it doesn't actually cover your creep hitting the tower,
Fallen.
or if you play it front it just dies. But
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
this time I don't think it has any reason for being that far ahead.
Dire's bottom tower is under
This
fallen.
yeah, Shadow Shaman
Flame axe.
gets caught sleeping there. Also, I happened to catch the in the beast radius in the last counter push there. I guess that makes sense if you get Gleipnir for that. That does look pretty big. Yeah, I was wondering about the sniper pick during the draft, whether OP Gold would have wanted it. It could have fit their lineup too, but
Around here?
what ended up happening was that OP had the last pick, and the Metacore got Sniper as their 5th, leaving Michaelis Dawnbreaker as OP's 5th. Metacore is grouping around the tower. Are we gonna see something here?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Lion has Academy queued up now. Looks like we're waiting for Violet, I think he could just buy it now, he's like 30 gold away. Get it up now, you can get the Violet later. He's gonna have the buyback when it matters. Looks like the situation is gonna diffuse anyway. Yeah. Hoodwink has lost the second Ether lens. careful what's up with that. Tiny, as we saw earlier, does have BKB now. Harder also with the items we had looked before. Ringmaster still with the guy here. What? What are we gonna replace with the pike? I'm gonna drop the boots, I guess. Maybe go for the tier 5 neutral boots. Does the attack range from Dragonlance stack? I can remember what stacks and what doesn't. Usually you don't even really consider getting multiples anyway. See. Okay, yeah, it does not stack. Is he gonna... Did he realize that this is the wrong item and so he's planning to change that? Oh, what's happening here? How is the fight breaking out here? What prompted this? Anyway, OP successfully changed stuns Tiny, who didn't get BKB off. Aren't they? I wanna rewind that. What was Metacore's formation there? How did they? And this is why I usually don't try to do this. Okay, so yeah, there was slightly speed up. They're gonna find Crowd along here. And Tiny walks in there, doesn't activate BKB, gets stunned, and yeah, Blink there ahead of the rest of the team. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they're losing their base as expected. First set of racks is free. Now getting buyback from Metacore's side. Are they gonna turn it into kills, or does OP manage to disengage? Oh, Beastmaster's still alive. Just get Blink up. Damn, they failed to catch anyone. Alright, so objective situation, perfectly even. Perfectly balanced. Oh, Sartor didn't even put his on cooldown, he's just too poor for it. And did they not have an AC already? How do they still have not have an AC? What's the deal with these guys' builds? And they... How are they getting this for free? What's happening? How did OP Gold end up with just everyone sitting in their base? So is Larder gonna get his buyback before they engage? Oh, puts BKB out. So I don't like this. This has beaten me in the ass so many times I stopped doing it. If you die like this and you move BKB out of the backpack into the slot when you die, you still have like 3 seconds of backpack cooldown before you can actually click it. So you can't reliably just activate it immediately as you respawn. If you get stunned there, then you're dead. Are they getting their neutrals? We're at 63 minutes. How do you guys still not have your tier 5s? Okay, there's one there. That's nice actually. We have diamond spider legs. What is Yeah, I guess makes sense. Linus is pretty good, so you might want to take it over the boots. If you don't have boots normally, then you just compensate with spider life. White is very scattered again. Flirt got there. Still didn't have his buyback. Tiny gets killed exactly the way I said. Gets stunned before BKB is online and doesn't ever get to press it. So OP Gold does have the buyback advantage. Metacore is ahead on kills now, but they are all back up while Metacore needs to back off. Listen, what is that? It just wants to be ready, I guess. So Slaughter did just get his buyback. But let's see what OP Gold manages to do with this 70 seconds without Tiny. I did talk about the lack of BKBs earlier. I said then that it kind of does make sense, because OP has a lot of ways to blink in, disable you before you can react, and BKB does nothing if you can't activate it. So there is a certain sense in building items and trying that you hope would keep you alive, even when you get stunned before you can react. And it was pretty close for them killing Tiny there, so if this was a defensive, passive defensive item, he might have lived there. Obviously the best ideal scenario would be that he didn't backpack BKB and deactivate it, but okay, it's happening. OP Gold gets the other Metacore cores, but they do have buybacks, so they're back now and have bought enough time for Tiny to return. So now there are 4 without Ringmaster, which is actually a pretty big loss. They lose their save. On the other hand, Ringmaster doesn't have a positioning item, so he is kind of vulnerable to getting killed like this. Skeptor instead. What Skeptor does let him box both the target and himself, which does sort of work like that. Yeah, another thing that I mentioned in the very beginning but haven't come back is that Metacore only really has Ringmaster ult as a long cooldown. Otherwise their OP is playing against their ultimates, but Metacore is very stable. Right now OP has theirs down, there are 4 men. There are 1 hero down, but OP Gold is several ultimates down. Very messified again. Heroes going in both sides. Very splintered fight. It's Tiny. Okay, never mind, I lost track on who's who. Yeah, he definitely couldn't stay there. Yeah, that's a GG. Only 68 minutes game 1 today. Thanks, guys. Playing out the last minutes or so. Yeah, that definitely could have gone either way. From mid game to late game, all the way it was all about who gets the better initiation. Both teams were ahead at times. In the end, it's OP taking it. I didn't spend too much thought on choice of MVP. I have to look at the chat stat for a bit, but I'm leaning Magnus. When did Dota get like this? The game wasn't always this sluggish. Why is this taking this long to... Screw you, Gaben. Alright, we're back. Thanks. Yeah, screw it. Host wants a break. MVP is Magnus. I'm just gonna put the other screen on and get myself a few minutes before next game starts. Looks like it's gonna take a while before we actually get to start the game too, so gonna take a brief interruption here to the waiting screen to go over the scoreboard that we just missed. In the end, Magnus and Sniper far ahead in farm of everyone else. All cores ended up doing decent amounts of damage. Tiny standing out. Also big damage on Magnus and Sniper, but the OP gold cores that I was worried about keeping up fairly well. But this is a bit spread out, so these are not kind of directly comparable to the potential for killing single heroes as these guys. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I'm actually going to look at here, but MVP, already said, I'm gonna give it to Magnus. Not changing my mind at this point, seeing anything else here. Probably could have been others too that did their job, but Magnus again, very flashy hero. RP single-handedly, winning a few team fights. Got some people out of position with blink skewers. Big force in all of those big team fights that turn around the game. Could definitely gone either way. There were some key moments and some late game team fights while the resources were really even. Like if Tiny stashes a different item than BKB and gets it off after respawning, the fight at OP gold basically could look very different, and even if it changes even a couple of kills, that could change the outcome right there. But not a huge roller coaster, but very even numbers through all the game, and yeah, I got nothing. I'm gonna put the other screen back on for a moment while we wait for the game to start.
Seconds remaining. Team ban.
Alright, when I brought the screen back, these guys weren't even in the lobby yet, and I figured it would take at least 5 minutes from there, but that's what happened there. Turns out we are back already.
5 seconds remaining.
So in the second draft now,
Radiant team
mostly similar bans to game one. Game 1, sticking to their guns. We see Magnus added to the bans on Metacore side.
10 seconds remaining.
Can't remember what they would have dropped for that.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team.
Most of the bans not really sticking in my head. I think these might be the exact same 4 from OP Gold side.
Radiant team pick.
This time it's starting with the bench. Not a super popular hero in pro play at the moment, but always a solid support.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna assume people are familiar with it, has stayed solid
5 seconds remaining.
as always. Since like 2 decades ago.
Dire team bad.
Is 2 decades right? Would be... Damn, it is actually. Anyway, Grimstroke on the other side.
10 seconds remaining.
I assume someone has to be some kind of a hero specialist on this.
5 seconds remaining.
Heroes not great at the moment. Kinda like you have to really know what you're doing to bring it on a level of just any random.
10 seconds
Staple
remaining.
support, one of the
5 seconds
more
remaining.
well-rounded and popular picks. Like we have Lion, Shadow Shaman. Actually saw both of those last game too. Or maybe they have some sort of a gimmicky plan in mind. Grimstroke does have a lot of potential combos with his skills. You can get some pretty scary lanes with him with some kind of a run at you. Brawler core.
Radiant team ban.
Can go for wombo combos with the ultimate. Also, the one very straightforward thing that the hero does do is silence, but that's not really a thing at this point. Sometimes you see late Grimstone picks for that, but right now there's only Venge on the other side, and it's definitely not there to
10 seconds
counter
remaining.
Venge by silencing her.
5 seconds remaining.
No repeat heroes in the second round once either, still with Magnus as the only contested hero from either team's game 1 lineup. A little surprising actually, but it was a close game, so often a losing team bans just half the winning lineup, but it might be the Metacore feels like the game went okay, could have gone the other way, could have gone either way. You can just do the same thing and again and play better. Which, I don't know if that's what they're talking, but I think it would be a reasonable takeaway. Shadow Shaman as the second repeat hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Once again on the OP side.
5 seconds remaining.
And again, as we've seen a lot of times,
Face the light.
teams starting with the support picks. Breaking away from it a bit by picking Dawnbreaker, this time on Metacore side. So that's more game 1 heroes contested.
5 seconds remaining.
Also they have a double pick here, so if this is the support, then it just ends up actually with the same formula of supports and a playmaking core hero at first 3 picks.
Radiant team pick.
Yep, it's an oracle. It's an oracle? Huh. Could say similar thing about oracle as Grimstroke.
10 seconds remaining.
I guess oracle is a
5
bit better
seconds
than
remaining.
Grimstroke. I would be more comfortable having it, but it's a bit of a finicky hero. Does very particular things, as opposed to the, Shadow Shaman, Venge, Lion, whatever you. That just deal a bunch of damage and disable people. With Oracle and Dawnbreaker and the Venge have 2 actually, they have a lot of save in that starting tree, so they must have some kind of a plan with that. OP again with a very aggressive lineup. This time not holding the brawler kind of lineup that we saw many times and I keep talking about here. Lina a bit of a squishier long range hero, but if Metacore can't effectively pick off Lina, then offensively she's maybe even more dangerous than those brawler heroes. Can do a ton of damage really quick. Has huge burst mid game. Has pretty big sustained damage later on too. It's Dragon Knight. That's I don't know what I expected, but it was not a tanky, relatively low damage hero. Well, what are they?
5 seconds remaining.
I figured there had to be some way to abuse it, having so many ways to keep people alive, but I don't think that's it. But sure, they could just push Dragon Knight out there first. Have some kind of a more gimmicky hero that they intend to protect as the 5th pick.
Radiant team ban.
So I'm gonna assume that it's a Michaeli Dawnbreaker again. Like, I expect this to be 2 and 3, and I don't think, like, based on heroes alone, it could go either way. I don't think they're giving Dragon Knight to Michaeli. Also, I'm looking at the wrong team. These are Metacore heroes, not OP Gold. So neither of those are being played by Michaeli. So I take it back. It could go either way as far as I can tell. Why am I casting games at 10:30?
Radiant team
Last time I did this, game 1 was fine, and then game 2 I'm just asleep and out of it and have no idea what's going on. We get great content like me staring at Dawnbreaker alt tooltip for a minute.
Radiant team pick.
Anyway, it peaks. I'm just rambling, waiting for the game to start. Spectre is also not the hero I expected in this heavy save, keep my guys alive lineup. Like, you have 3 heroes dedicated to
10 seconds remaining.
keeping some high-powered glass cannon alive, and you pick PK and Spectre.
Remaining.
Well, surely there's some. I'm gonna just assume there's some angle to this that I'm missing, and they're gonna show me during the game. Spectre does have this person, which if OP Gold yeah, well, Spectre's issue usually is that you're gonna have to build him a bit different these days. You're gonna be more aggressive with him. Can't just build a ton of damage, a ton of HP. You go hard and shit, because then you get broken and killed, and then you don't do anything. But in this case, they protect him if he gets broken, and then send him back in. But I don't really see it. Yes, that's such an explosive lineup on OP Gold side. If you're just trying to push Spectre in front and keep him alive, or is it her, whatever, then are you preventing them from just killing the rest of your team? Well, I don't know. They have 3 really tanky cores. I got fixated on having stayed on everyone. That wasn't really considering that. That actually does work as just 3 tanky cores running at you. Spectre needs items to get there. But later he does play like that. But OP Gold does have enough damage output to pick off even those tanky cores. And they have a ton of mobility too. They're gonna build blinks on multiple of these heroes. They're gonna have Night Stalker jumping on you, they're gonna have Storm following up. So it's not that high disable lineup on Metacore side. Last time we saw Storm, it was to abuse a very low stuns lineup. It could be worse, they do have some single target stuns, but
Prepare for battle.
they're not gonna have an easy time holding Storm in place. So anyway, Michaeli, Storm Spirit mid. Miettinen Gomun. Wait, wasn't Gomu position 1? Miettinen did actually swept the lanes. Yeah, this has to be Lina 1. They might be just swapping roles based on hero picks. Meter runs to in those, and I'm gonna put this away while we have an engagement here. They see each other. Michaeli is sleeping. Who's gonna die first? Spectre dies first. Is Storm even gonna die? He doesn't get chased down, but meanwhile Metacore lineup is dying too. They're having a Who get the first blood again? Oh man, all kills going on Grimstroke. Are they gonna chase down the... deep for this? My stalker maybe shoot just suicide into the tower. While choosing not to.
The battle begins.
Poppy goal securing 3 out of 4 bounty runes. Oh, he got the 4th one too. He's so rich, man. What is he getting with that? Finishing wand? Yeah, sure, get those slots open. I would have wanted to see him rushing to get the arcane boots finished, but yeah, it's only 150 and he's struggling for slots. Where did this snipe? Oh yeah, he did reach in a fountain. TP back. TP spent. So where was I? Oh, the other side. Xerath's Oracle. Position 5 again, yeah. Router's position 4 bench. Where position 3 Dawnbreaker. Tommy, need Dragon Knight. They did put them as DK mid, Dawnbreaker offline. And Spectre, position 1. What was it again? Elroy. Well, we have a little bit of action going on this line. Not a ton of regen on them, but they should be ready to ferry more. Also a big stick here. Yep, Midtorm got baited there. But Lina does manage to peel Dawnbreaker off, so ultimately nothing. Wasn't following the lane enough to see if Dawnbreaker actually lost fast hits on that. If yes, then not such a bad move.
No.
Also, I remember to put the last hit on. So I don't think there's any danger of anyone dying on this lane unless they do something very stupid or night hits, which is still 3 minutes away. The middle, we have a Dragon Knight lane. Yeah, so we can watch this lane. But that was, yeah, that was Tango's protein there. Lina is not getting more HP regen, but does get a null talisman. Nautilus is oh, Metacore is RBD. That is really low, and he's nowhere near being able to rush the Strang Guild Boots without finishing anything else. John also has only a single Tango left and isn't even going for the bracers that we saw on Michaeli last game. But Well, you don't need to regen if you just catch the Shadow Shaman alone and get paid a free kill. And then you get healing loads for regen. Sure, that works. There are the tangos now. Nothing happening mid. Shocked. Getting some pulls off here. But this camp blocked. Jungle control going towards Metacore here.
Burns, doesn't it?
Got some pulls off here and observe you cleaned up the creeps. Oh, Madstone's not picked up. Gonna see them first. OP lead, staying steady so far. They're... Okay, we've seen a bunch of games where the initial lead becomes deceptively important. Like, you don't think about it at this point, like, yeah, they got some EXP and some gold in the beginning. But there are a lot of games where you're kind of just never really in the game, and you wonder afterwards what you did wrong. And then you look back and, oh yeah, that was the ultra kill green stroke at minute 0.
Burns, doesn't it?
This time it's Bench that gets caught out of position.
Denied.
Also, we have nighttime now. Kill potential unlocked top lane. Still not quite at arcanes. Also going 2 points Phantom Embrace. Is this normal? That's the last skill I expect. Last skill I expect to see, getting high points. It's what's Oracle there, so maybe a response to that. The straight doesn't look like it's favoring the green stroke. But yeah, sure, they have lane control, so he gets the Lotus. Can use that to get back up. Also finished the Arcane Boots, but isn't getting the Courier Intent yet. Might be waiting to afford a set of tangos to go with it. Nice Stalker playing deep. Going on bottom. Oh, going on. Yeah, going on Dawnbreaker but not committing Venge Pills and get them off. Lotus was still unpicked. Huh. Oh, nice aggressive play from Night Stalker. Using the enemy creep way to farm the jungle. Wisdom Shrines are up, just like last game. Both teams are immediately on top of their own. No contest anywhere. Oh, who does get the burn? Wait, what is the...
That was hot.
Alright, that's how the cleanup got reworked after the last patch. What is... Alright, so yeah. So basically she always has slow burn now. It doesn't say it reduces damage, it's just the numbers have been nerfed. The teleport we saw there was I was teleporting top with a bench, but is failing to make anything happen with it.
As a diving dragon.
Ends up with the Oracle getting killed instead. Nice Stalker. Kinda strong at night. Also hit 6 from that kill, so it's even more dangerous right now.
We'll bring the
Bench goes back bottom. Not sure if they saw Pearl already. But pick up Spectre. The silence that I pointed out earlier is in fact doing work on Oracle.
Is under attack. The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower. Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack.
What's happening? Needle? How did... Sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight popping dragon form.
Behind their fortifications.
Sure.
Like cordwood
Should be enough to drive you out of the line.
Dire's top tower
I'm not following the latitude situation, but looks like 3 heroes are doing well and 3 heroes not so well. So 2-1 outcome in favor of OP Gold. So Jason was bottom and they find bench. Looks like he's all right. Okay, I take back everything I said from about this skill. I don't actually know how this hero plays. Turns out that if you have follow-up disables to prevent them from killing it off, then being able to throw it back immediately back in with the refresh from it returning, that's pretty big. Dragon Knight, Tommy getting the tower here. I don't think they can bring anything here to stop this. Leaf has already been spent. Doesn't get the deny. I'll be posturing around the top tower now. Oh man, that's a dirty EXP lead on OP God's side. I just happened to see that Shadow Shaman was just about to hit 6 and just get it now. Meanwhile 4 heroes on Metacore side were still missing it. Dawnbreaker gets it now. No missing on Spectre in both supports. Spectre is super close though. Going for Phylactery. It's yeah, has Diadem on the cheek. It's just about to hit level 6 here. It's also gonna finish the Phylactery. I was wondering if you maybe would want to go to something else since the lane went so poorly, but it's a fine item anyway. How far are the sports? Oracle is 5.5. Vengeful is getting close. Should be getting it. Yeah, put it there.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be. Dire's structures
I'll be...
take all the hurt.
I was about to say posturing around middle tower, but already has wards on the ground, so they're definitely going down.
Middle tower is under attack.
Metacore is rotating heroes there. Might get Grimstroke off guard if he plays that far up, but... Are they seriously going to turn this around? They get hit by the Grimstroke ultimate now, get hit by Shackles. Doing a Dawnbreaker in their turn around. Are they taking damage from wards all this way? This is why I was wary of them going in. Didn't expect that they could fight under the wards, and turns out they couldn't fight under the wards. Let's fight recap.
How refreshing.
Okay, this must not be counting the wards. There's no way the wards only this little damage.
Wasn't too bright.
But Soulbind did give them at least double void, double shackles. Shackles keeping them under the wards. Lina doing Lina things. So at this point, I'm fully behind OP Gold. They're the ones with a chance of ending this quickly, so I can go to bed. Sorry, Metacore. That's something otherwise.
Dinner.
If this goes late, OP Gold definitely has the tools. Storm Spirit. Super annoying if he gets bat.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Lina is pretty strong too. They're gonna be a bit squeezy, and Metacore definitely does have tools to pick her off. Though when she does get BKB, I'm not sure how much they can do about it. I can still swap her in, but can they bring her down? This time the wards get countered completely. OP Gold only has 3 heroes here. Missing, with it, Night Stalker and Storm, yeah. So can't just go balls deep. They do create space. Night Stalker was farming top. I believe Storm Spirit was pushing mid. Until, why are you not getting the rune? So, gear check. Lina has had a blink queued up just a moment ago, but instead opts for Shadowblight. Also has got travels at some point. Bit of an auto build from position 1, but they do have damage in short term, so you can back up. My Stalker already has finished the Harpoon. It's going for Aghanim's next. Is Aghanim's that big? I don't know if I like that. Certainly you want a BKB or a different positioning item or something. Where was I?
Stupendous.
No surprises on Storm Spirit, has the Witchblade, building Kaya. Shadow Shaman, going for fast blink, Grimstroke, going for
Dyer's
fast
bottom
Aghanim.
tower is taking many wounds.
That was a big rune, didn't I? Was about to go for the Storm Spirit. That's a hero that likes a region. Bench is broke. Master and Will is trying to build a Pavis and then Crest. Dragon Knight has rushed an Orchid. It's going for Blink now. Actually, yeah, sure. Oh, War Trap on Dawnbreaker. Gets the Oracle W to protect, but not enough. No way, getting out of there. He does have buyback, and does have ult. So if OP steps out of line here, there could be a buyback ult, but no, Metacore doesn't have the heroes there to contest it. About to lose the stack here. Yeah, they have everyone here still, so no problem farming it. Where was I? Dawnbreaker is not building the inventory full of tiny items this time. Actually surprisingly few. Doesn't even have a wand. Going for only Soul Ring and Face Boots. Then into Echo Saber, Blacking Bar, Shard. Oracle doing super things, like a casual win lives. I remember to buy that more often. Arcane boots into Glimmer Cape. Spectre. Yeah, usual Spectre. Had a Brave Band, no wand. But sure, whatever. Who cares about those items? Otherwise going for trades into Phylactery, into Relic. The score on the board is really ugly now. How the graph's looking.
So say the spirits.
Again, I have to wonder what the game would be like if the Grimstroke Alter Kill didn't happen. He's actually at 6 kill streak now, still hasn't fed it. So that's a pretty big price waiting for Metacore to pick it up. For now, Metacore I think is getting more of the map, but has to pull back a bit. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We had a situation where OP Gold was grouped up and Metacore was farming, but OP Gold staying off map, so Metacore had to pull back too. Now OP is showing, and I don't think Metacore can contest this tower. They're gonna get a tier 1 here in a trade. I think they saw this courier or something. Must be hunting it. Now sees it. That's unfortunate. Doesn't quite catch it. Doesn't have the wave clear to deal with the wave himself. Probably dies here, but has successfully delayed the push. They got the backdoor protection on tier 2, so the wards around it are doing nothing. Definitely worth it. Also pulls back the entire OP Gold team out of there. They have smoked up, but they only have Grimstroke in it. Also, it's pretty deep. Maybe they assumed there had to be more than bench there.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Or were guessing the people who were pushing the tier 1 bottom would have rotated into the jungle. Finds nobody else until now? Okay, what? Why? Didn't they? Okay, I'm not gonna say too much. I wasn't exactly following what the vision situation was like. Maybe OP Gold were gone for so long that... yeah, I don't know. Another attempt at the tower with DK down. The tower already low, surely they get it easily, even without the wards. Leaf is down too. And they don't even get a refresh anymore. Tormentor has spawned a minute ago. Might be looking to get the top tier 2 and then that. Spectre is farming here. They don't have Vision on her from OP Gold side. Yep, that's a smart thing. Notice the OP Gold team got to farm here instead. Maybe should be cutting the lane. I don't know. Yeah, the Spectre can just let bench be the one to show on the lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No point contesting this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, although tonight too, I get the long match. We had a 68-minute game 1.
The red mist
Cut from the
Radiant's middle tower.
other game arriving here, just ended.
Much like cordwood before axes axed, Dire's top tower is under attacks.
Game 2, we had an ultra kill on Grimstroke, minute 1, or minute 0 I should say. And that's been the story of this game. OP Gold got the early lead, has never let go of it. Just now dismantled the last remaining tier 2 on Metacore side. Oh man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Spectre just about to upgrade the Almost Relic into Almost Radiance.
War has come to Radiant's bottom tower.
OP is posturing around Roshan. They don't have the full team together. Also don't have a lot of vision around it, so playing it safe for now. The Wisdom is still up. Alright. I'm not a high energy caster at any moment, and also I'm even less so at this hour. Why do I get all the 70-minute game once? At least I'm pretty sure this is going better than the game 2 of that series. I think I haven't done an item check yet. Actually I did once, but that was pretty early on. Lena has finished a BKB, working on Crit into Satanic. Thorn Spirit has finished a Kaya, working on Hex. Rasta has a Blink, going Ether Lens. Grimstroke has the Aghanim. That's who is it getting clicked on? I guess DK for now and Spectre after Spectre finishes the Radiance, which is
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
hopefully soon for Metacore's sake. Bench just finishes a Solar Crest. I feel so bad looking at the Metacore side items after going through OPs. This is a big lead for this point. Dragon Knight had... oh no, there's a Roshan item accident showing on the map now. Metacore sees what's up, but instead of getting to abuse that, Bench just gets caught in the crossfire. I don't think they can do anything about this. They do have heroes around it, but they can't rebuff, and Spectre is carrying the Almost Radiance. Anyway, DK had rushed the Orchid in this game. Yeah, I can see the idea behind it, but I have to assume that's something that he had decided at the beginning of the game and should have adjusted, seeing how badly their early game went. Spectre... I've looked Spectre's items a few times already now. He's still occurring the Almost Radiance. Maybe going too hard on that, I don't know. This is something that my group should talk about a lot, but Almost Radiance, the second best item in the game after Almost Relic. Very high impact. Oracle has the Glimmer Cape now, nothing else. Dawnbreaker has finished the Echo Saber. Quite a long time ago now, almost as the BKB2 should be able to get it for the next fight unless they take it right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
OP Gold is a bit split now, not sure how much of that Metacore knew. Never ideal fighting right before you're finishing a BKB, but if it was a reaction to finding OP split, then sure. But that's not the outcome they end up getting. They don't fight anyone. OP's high damage, high mobility lineup gets them instead. And the Dawnbreaker dies. Still before finishing up the BKB. This time, Force gets dropped. On tier 3 we have the Shard 2. I haven't actually been paying attention to people's shards. Still not great about following those. Why can they can't do anything about it. Maybe I can see the shards here. Actually, yeah, just those two. And neither of those is from Tormentor. Alright, you have Aegis, so... Storm Spirit being low on resources might want to just intensively beat the Aegis, get back up, get back to doing storm things like this. Now it's a bit dangerous. At the beginning of the game someone was talking about Michael not being a storm player. He had done a lot of work so far. Again, I haven't really been considering MVP choice during the game. But again, Storm the kind of hero that's very visible. Very obvious when Storm is doing things, so has to be one to think about. In that fight it was very obvious that Storm is not one of Michael's regular heroes. Exactly the kind of ball lightnings back and forth that I could imagine myself doing. Like, oh shit, I'm too deep. I know I should be able to get out of here with these resources, but I'm not sure how to do it exactly. I don't know what to say about that fight. They went deep. Hard to say if it was too deep. It was with Storm spending an Aegis, and I did get several kills out of it. They did also get everything on this lane, except the mini racks. How many buybacks did they get actually? They... Oh, never mind. Most of those are just missing gold. Which one has priority actually? If you're missing both. Or does it just show both if you're missing both? I don't know. Anyway, there's only one buyback.
Stupendous.
What's going on here? French getting some deep parts at the gate. Not sure if they smell that. You might be, maybe should be able to guess that. Like why else would she be that deep on the kill? But easy for me to say knowing that. From having both teams' seasons. Maybe not a huge deal, just leaving the ward there uncountered. It would be some golden EXP from removing it, but right now it's not exactly giving Metacore any critical information. Could have been good if the Tormentor was only happening later and they got that with it, but they were right there. Giga gets BKB off. Let's see if they Metacore gets their first good fight in the game. Bench does die already. Wait, no. Shadow's not died already. I'm completely confused again. Bench was already dead. The 3 heroes down on OP's side. Oh no, you gotta finish that. They do finish the Lina. And night ends, but a bit of a high ground accident on OP's side. Really wanting to put the game away. Notes they are very far ahead. Not as bad as it could have been. The result obviously favors Metacore, seeing how far behind they were to begin with. But ultimately, pretty even. Metacore climbs back by, what is that, 1.6k? I kept wondering about maybe building BKB. I agree with the first thought. It could have been good there. Maybe should have had it in that instead of this mystic stuff. Just finish the Parasma now. Maybe you should consider building some other defensive item, if not BKB. You know, you guys are far ahead. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to build defensive items to solidify your lead. Not build more damage to keep it volatile. You could have a Lincoln. Lincoln would actually be quite good here too. What is even going to catch Storm here? Bench stun. PK stun. That's about it. Oh, Spectre already has a Manta.
Illusion.
I should maybe go back to network from the there. Oh man, wait. So one bright spot for Metacore is Spectre has been catching up. I remember it was like... I guess it's already almost 10 minutes ago. So that would be 600 to 700 GPM. Not the strongest I've seen, but pretty good considering how much they've struggled. The critical lore for the chat tracers is more specifically the tracers of the sniper. You get the red ones when you have detonator. But apparently you get tracers now regardless of hero. I mean, you do get the red ones on any range hero, but the other day we had the philosophical discussion of whether you have tracers on Dawnbreaker. Can you fire melee range tracers? Quick shot alt latches onto nothing. Dawnbreaker alt also does nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I'm too tired for this. I'm going to try. Storm goes down. So ultimately the result is 2 OP gold cores down, Shadow Shaman down. Another big win for Metacore. Dampened by losing a tower. I think OP Gold can afford about 3 more of these. And if they just suicide for the racks, they should be able to get it. And I don't think Metacore has any business winning against Megas.
Money to burn.
But maybe you guys could also consider not going balls deep. Maybe building a defensive item. Oh my god, holy shit. Why Kelly's doing it? What else is new? Dina has finished the big crit. Went Shadowblade before the Satanic. Just settling for Morbid Mask for now. Night Stalker has his stuff. Is this item worth it? Oh, I have some old in this guide where the line about Void is coming from. No, it does not upgrade Void anymore. It's just the passive 400 in the night. Oh, it does have the cooldown reset. Yeah, sure. I can see that being big when you're ahead. Shadow Shaman has the Lotus Orb. Yeah, sure. Green has finished Guardian Greaves. See, everyone else is building defensive items. That's what you're supposed to do. Bench going for Aghanim is 500 gold away. It's gonna be big. DK also has the crit. Looking forward to Satanic, but I think this game is gonna be effectively decided before that finishes. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Even if Metacore makes a comeback, it's not like they are automatically winning late game. They pick up Green Stroke while Open Gold is still good Roche. It's pretty dangerous. And then the Open Gold is still miles ahead. And Metacore doesn't have the high ground advantage here. But that's a massive Dawnbreaker ult. Keeping Bench alive. Gets a return kill on Night Stalker. Now chasing for the living hero, but I don't think they have any vision on them. Mr. is in a bit of a dangerous spot, but they can't catch anyone. Rosen is at half HP. Can they go and finish the job? They should be able to. They don't have crazy damage, but they do have Wave of Terror from for minus armor. They do have enough from their course. Not the strongest Russian team, but enough to get the job done. DK gets the... Yeah, DK is not the ideal carrier. You can't get the Dragon Form on both lives. But I don't know who else. You maybe still want Dragonless DK or Dawnbreaker, as Spectre died in the fight, so was nowhere to be found. Going for Abyssal Blade after Manta, very standard. Did Michael? Yeah, I just got it. Okay, game's over, boys. Go end it. Let me out. Metacore still running the momentarily map advantage from the previous fight, getting Rose. Needs to push the lanes with needs to push the lanes out. OP wants to look to set up another high ground push, but has no pressure. Actually might just want to wait out the ages. I don't know what their plan is right now. They should be looking to get some form of advantage. Luckily getting out easy with the BKB. Sees the speed coming in, so reconsider the situation. Actually we can take the fight. They get the DK down, but that's the Aegis carrier. Likely ends up going down. Yes, Broken Spectre at this moment is just sad. Vera dealing the inevitable.
Triple kill!
Can we get the fight recap? How bad does this look? Looked promising for Metacore for a bit. Could have been really good for them if the game was anywhere remotely even, but the OP gold advantage. Give me that fight, let's see how this one goes. It's not promising for Metacore this time at all, in any sense, but they have to take it. With Megas on the line. It's looking surprisingly good at the moment. Are they getting the Night Stalker kill with BKB, but This item is like Vector. It even goes down too. Now it's Dawn coming in, keeps Vector alive. Stormed up. Even without any particular defensive items outside of the KD, Storm still lives through all that. And that's game.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
I went to look for the longest series stats after the last one. I think this is gonna be the second or third longest match in the entire league so far. Thanks guys, why can't you do this when someone else is cast? Anyway, story of the game is OP Gold gets the Grimstroke Ultra Kill at minute 0. Goes into the lanes with the advantage, holds onto the advantage, extends the advantage during mid-game, closes it. Metacore showed some good moves there. Can't help but wonder how the game would have looked like if they started lives even without the minute 0 rune fight, but that's not what happened. Okay, this one's a legit invite actually, but no, I'm gonna go to bed once I close the cast. MVP, who is it? I'm tempted to put it on Lena just based on stats because I don't have anything insightful to say here. I did see Night Stalker making a lot of plays there, doing a lot of work. You know what? I'm gonna put it on Gomo. Let's give it to Night Stalker. I feel I should also look through Metacore's team for whoever was the one guy keeping them in the game. There have been some matches like that, but I don't think anyone really stood out that much to put them ahead of the obvious choices on the winning team, so yeah, that's it for today. GG's. Gonna put the end screen up for a little bit with the result and then turn off the stream in a minute or two. No other matches on, so good night.